Okay, we are live. We are alive. Oh yeah! Need to send this to a couple of links and stuff. Oh. I've been losing subscribers lately. Din din da 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 din din da da. Fuck.
Ranking best vegan tries meat moments.
I'm vegan and I'm trying steak. It's so good.
Wow, you like it? I love it.
Bro is crying over chicken.
Nah, mate.
One bite and she forgot she was vegan.
Oh my god. Delicious. Yummy. Holy shit.
What's that?
That might change
You
the
as well.
ranking best vegan tries.
My girlfriend is a vegan, and I'm gonna be tricking her into eating.
Yo, try some of my burger. I know you're vegan, but like, bro, just take a bite, bro. Please, please.
Okay, one bite.
One bite, yes, please, one bite. I'm actually gonna take a bite.
Oh.
Wait, you're vegan. You literally.
Hello, Mr. DJ. Welcome, Mystery
Yeah, what do you think? What are
DJ.
your thoughts?
Yo, yo. DJ. No. Thanks for the following. The follow, the subscription, whatever you call it.
Yo, try some of my burger. I know.
Welcome. We're watching random stuff at the moment. We might do something interesting later. I don't know. We're gonna see.
Please.
Okay, one bite.
One bite, yes, please, one bite. You're actually gonna take a bite. Wait, you're.
I'm a vegan and I'm gonna be trying steak for the first time
Oh, this is gonna be fun.
in 7 years. Right, here we go.
What's that?
Please, oh nerve. Nom nom, babe. Yeah, brother.
I'm a vegan and I'm gonna be trying steak for the first time in 7 years. Right, here we go.
Oh. Mm. I'm sorry, but these feel a little bit scripted. They do. Smiling friends, all memes so far. This. Oh, it's I know that meme. I know that meme. Brain rotto. What the hell?
富岡さん
I'm a brain rot moment.
の
Slap.
これは
Sorry. I can't get that. Ah, that's better. Comparing. Hmm?
私無理ではない。そして貴様はもう戦場に立ったのだ。武田君。
Ah! Mm.
板は持ってるじゃないか。合格だ。
Ready. Kitty.
いきなりテンションを変えるな
I have no idea what they said. It's probably something
You
else.
check your contract.
So, your total for these...
That is stealing.
Where? All I see is a dumpster.
Yeah, it's my
Is
apartment.
that a gun drink? Goddamn.
This is usually the part where the girl says she has to be up early tomorrow.
Yeah. I have to go inside the freaking cool dumpster.
Oh yeah, brother. Yo.
Holy crap, this is amazing.
But there's also solar panels on the roof.
You're a genius.
Max, why'd you leave last night?
Uh,
Max, come with me for a second. I want to show you something.
okay, what do you want to show me? Is that your dumpster?
You love it.
I do.
Yeah,
Look, I
brother.
gotta warn you, I don't know how to be happy.
Then why do you have that big smile on your face?
I'm faking it. Why is it shaking?
Oh,
Thank
girl.
you, sir. Hi, Max.
Oh, this is me.
Where?
Damn, bro.
Incidents, many...
Is this
Futurama.
High-grade ore.
Professor, toxic.
Relax, they're my prospecting teeth.
Damn.
Kind sir, could you assay this nugget by my
Damn.
toothpaste?
Let's
I
find
estimate
something
it's
interesting
0.3.
to watch. Anybody here wants to share something or like watch something in particular? Oh, of course the worst. Oh my god. Oh no, the dishwasher salmon. Oh no, I forgot about that one. Oh, kill me, brother. What the fuck? Kill me, brother. What is this? Oh yeah.
Relax. Nobody's gonna take her away from you. No need to growl at us. So tiny.
Oh, that's cute.
Sorry.
That is cute.
Huh?
Priscilla, go follow them. Yeah, that's cool. That's cool. Kill a crown from outer space. The game. Ooh. They're gonna release a game of it? That's badass. Bloody Borny. Strongest warrior on earth. We're gonna watch a bit of it.
I'm sick and tired of you being so weak that you can't win every street fight you find yourself in, so I'm about to change that. You're welcome.
Let's
you need to
see.
thank me. I'm going to introduce you to humanity's finest warrior, Adam. He is our combat specialist that is with that kind of power at my disposal, and it's all thanks to Adam's teachings. He is a Tai Chi expert.
Very light touch. Just 1 gram of pressure.
Light pressure. Light pressure. Almost spilled that. Oh crap.
Because it's correct, not because it's light. Light is just light. Or... he's so powerful. Oh, he crushes me. I use not light, I use heavy.
Almost too much heavy, nearly launched that man into an alternate timeline.
God damn.
This is what it looks like to be truly at the top
Yeah.
of your game.
That man
barely
is-
even has to touch him, and he's sending him
He's the
fucking
strongest.
in here. He is
He's the
potato
toughest.
for gentlemen for the
He's
demonstration. And keep in
daddy.
mind, that's only using one little tiddlywink of pressure, just 1 simple gram of pressure. Imagine what he's capable of if he turns that
Yeah, brother. America, you did it again. Depression era. Okay, yeah. I tried the world's spiciest Malaysian food. Almost died. I tried extreme Chinese food in China. Spice capital. Death chili. Spiciest Chinese food in Hangzhou, China. China. Finding the origins of disturbing videos. We can check it. We can check this. It's fine.
have seen this video before, or at least an edited version of it.
Please go check outside your phone. Please go check outside your phone. Please go check outside.
Those are prosthetics. It's a prosthetic
There
mask.
were videos where people would dress up as this scary dolphin guy, but those were never related to the original clip.
Yeah.
I'm looking up dolphin muzzle on YouTube.
Darman.
You'll see the original upload, and it dates back to December 30th, 2007. Upon watching the video, I realized that the clip is much more innocent than the chopped and screwed remixes make it out to be. It's just some guy showing off his realistic dolphin makeup effects, and that's really it. On the video's watermark, and during the outro, you can see text that says North Fur Effects. By going to this website, you can see that they specialize in creating special effects makeup and prosthetics, primarily revolving around animals. You can even find the page where you can buy the dolphin muzzle for yourself, if that's something you're into. Going back to the YouTube channel that uploaded the dolphin video is full of prosthetic makeup tutorials and showcases of their products. I will say that a lot of these older videos are super uncanny and unsettling, but as the years progressed and the camera quality improved, it did get less spooky.
Now, many people have pointed out that older videos are creepy, and you are absolutely right. They are.
I mean, congrats to the guy. He's literally cool looking.
They were recorded on really old first-gen digital cameras. They were recorded in like 2004, 2006. In that time frame.
Ding ding dada, the ding ding dada.
Cameras on the market.
So this video's origins are pretty harmless. It all traces back to a guy named Jason at North Fur FX in Canada, and he just has a hobby and job that requires him to make special effects prosthetics. That sometimes
pretty
looks
cool
pretty
though.
creepy.
Hello, this is the dolphin prosthetic.
As far as the edited version of the dolphin muzzle video, I don't know who made those or what the intentions were. There's been many variants of making the dolphin clip into something scary, and I can see why this is described as some sort of creepypasta Momo thing. Also, I'd like to give some credit to the
There used to be a creepy dog prosthetic. Was it a werewolf? Probably was a werewolf. Prosthetic. Where it was like, there it is, this one, this thing. Maybe not exactly that, but for a while in some creepypastas, there was this kind of like dog coming out of the mouth, kind of thing. And it was pretty cool, to be honest. Got a message, damn it. It was like really high quality, and it was pretty creepy, to be honest. But it could have been, instead of even just a, ooh, that's actually pretty badass. That's pretty badass. And there was like for a while like creepypastas using that footage, and now I realized that it might even not be an actual person. It could be a animatronic mouth, which, if you don't know, it's how they made the Alien mouths and movies. Sorry, I will be like very sniffly. I got a lot of dust today because I did some work in my house.
This is what dying feels like. Now, I know that this video isn't disturbing or scary like the rest of the videos I'll be talking about today, but I just had to include it in here. I've been seeing this meme for the longest time, and hopefully I'm not the only one who wanted to know its deep, dark backstory. So, let's go. The original upload of the video was uploaded on May 21st, 2011, and is called Kid Breaks Friend's Camera with Airsoft Gun. The description reads, "This is really funny, we break the lens on my camera, wash my forehead when I freak out." The comment section on this video is also turned off, most likely due to YouTube automatically disabling comments whenever it detects that a child uploaded a video. When going to the channel that uploaded this, there's no other videos to be seen. The description of the channel says, I made a video, it went viral, I did other stuff here too, it's pretty cringy, I'm not making it public. The name of this channel is New
That's
Channel
funny.
Namco Let's Plays, but the original name, as you can see in the URL,
Spiky
is
Glove
Spiky
Man.
Glove Man 0909. Remember this for the rest of this entry. When looking up Namco Let's Plays, a channel with 400 subscribers and no video comes up. This channel has also been wiped from the internet. There's nothing here. So going back to the Spiky Gloveman 0909 page, the one that has the airsoft video, I decided to just put that name into YouTube and look it up. That's when I found another Spiky
New
Gloveman
channel
YouTube
link.
and you can definitely tell it's the same Spiky
Still
Gloveman
empty.
that made this, because the name on this one is New Channel, link in description of trailer. The videos on this channel are all private, but there's 2 videos that are still up. Some Let's Play of a game called Wubsy's Amazing Adventure. What's interesting to me about this is that these 2 very amateur Let's Play videos both have over 1 million views, but don't have more than 100
How
comments
come?
or even 1,000 likes on either video.
Is it a
This isn't
bot?
really relevant to the search, but I did think that was kind of weird. At this point, I couldn't find anything on YouTube, so I looked up Spiky Glove Man on Google, and some videos from a channel called Spiky Vinyl Man would pop up. This channel is full of songs just played off of different records, but I sorted all the videos by popular and then clicked on this one. The video is of Weird Al Yankovic's Like a Surgeon, that's not too important, but the description provided something very significant, a website for the Spiky Glove Man himself. The website is no longer active, so as usual, I put it into the Wayback Machine, and thankfully, there were many archives of the site. The earliest capture of it goes back to March of 2013, 2 years after the Airsoft video.
Hi, I'm Spiky Gloveman. I want to be a director. I am a YouTube partner, except I don't have a brand channel. So if you want to set up a partnership with me,
Alright.
just send me an inbox letter. If you're confused now, don't worry. So am I. Let me get some
It's a
My
kid
dashboard says
doing
I'm a
kid
partner.
stuff.
I have the ability
You know,
to
it's
post some
fine.
channels. I might
It's
be
probably
able to
like
post to our
fine.
videos.
Yeah.
I have ads, I monetize, but I don't know who is partnered with me.
Unfortunately, all of the pages on the site, aside from the home page, were never archived on the Wayback
Oh,
Machine.
what a
Although,
pity.
there was one that still worked. When clicking on Spiky Glove Man, it would take you here, where you can see a large catalog of videos that were uploaded
It's
in the middle months
it's
of
just a
2013.
kid doing
As
kids
you can already
thing with a
imagine,
free
none of these
site that he
videos are out.
had.
These are all lost media. What is worth mentioning is that when you click on the Spiky Glove Man tab,
That's
a few more
fun.
options popped up. Spiky Game Man, Spiky Vinyl Man, and more. The only channel that remains in 2024 and still has uploads is
The
the
Spiky
Spiky
Vinyl
Vinyl Man
Man,
page
yeah.
that we looked at earlier, and the rest has been lost to time. I tried to get more answers in regards to the Airsoft video because I have
Yeah,
autism and I'm
I
just
see
curious.
it.
So I actually reached out to Spiky Glove Man, but I have gotten no response.
What a
so
pity.
I'll leave it at that. Don't try doing any investigative journalism yourself. I've got all the answers that I could possibly get. Going back to the video, I would like to ask a pretty important question. What happened after the clip ended? Since we don't know what took place after the camera gets shot, we can only be left with making some assumptions. My personal theory is that Spiky Glove Man got into a fit of rage and then got into an altercation with the kid who had...
Dude, come on, you're just
After the
making shit up.
confrontation, I'd imagine that it gets
You're just
heated
making
and
shit
that
up
he-
of the
Is this
kid
Spiky Glove
going,
Man
oh yeah.
Now, let's just say I'm right and that this is
Yeah, I'm
I
gonna
recommend
beat.
Spiky Glove Man to check out Morgan and Morgan. If you don't know,
Oh.
Morgan and Morgan is a
Yeah, Morgan and Morgan, you didn't pay shit to me, so you can keep your crap away.
Sometime in 2015, this video started to go viral online. This clip was of a supposed floating city spotted in China. For some reason, this really freaked me
Oh,
out
the
back
city,
then. It's kinda
the
like when you're
edited
a kid, you find
picture.
out about the Bermuda Triangle or sinking sand.
Oh,
and it
yeah.
just feels like a really big problem that needs to be solved in that moment. I'm not exactly sure why the floating city seemed like a big threat, but it just did. Anyway, when these
Ooh,
videos there was a lot of
sink
speculation
sand,
on
yo,
whether it was
sink, whatever that fucking called. What is it called? Quicksand? Yeah, quicksand is not, apparently it's not that deep. I don't know how deep it actually, like, it usually turns out that people survive quicksand very fast, like very commonly, because they're like small amounts. The ones that we see in movies are like huge, where you reach it and all of a sudden you're in the middle of it, even though it's like probably like a concave shape. and if you try and do a step, you can like hit the bottom. Like those are extremely rare, so you can like pull yourself out of it with a little bit of force, and it's very rare that it's like actual like extremely deep quicksand, because they're not quick, by the way. It's I don't know why it's called. Why is it called quicksand, by the way? Let me check. Quicksand. Why is it called quicksand? It's called quicksand because the word quick originally meant alive or living, not fast. Okay, like, it still doesn't make sense, to be honest. Like, the sand is not alive. It's just a pond of sand.
Real or not.
You know, mud.
Once in some large city, then in a smaller place still in China. Freaks me out. I seriously don't think the clouds just pop up that way to look like buildings. This was a parallel universe or something. No way this was just a coincidence. I knew about this when it came out. People started freaking out because it didn't match any known city. Plus,
it's an edit. It's an edit of like a sky city.
Some claimed that these buildings seen in the sky were the result of something
Fata
called
Morgana.
Fata Morgana. This is explained as an optical phenomenon that occurs when rays of light bend as they pass through layers of different temperatures. Whatever scientific label you'd want to slap on this, it doesn't matter because this video is not real. First off, there's many articles that claim that Chinese citizens were making reports about the floating city, but where are the reports at? Where are the alternate angles of this event happening? There are none. It's not the result of some mirage. It's more than likely the result of, believe it or not, video editing. YouTube veteran Captain Disillusion had made.
Oh, my boy, Captain Disillusion, I love him. He's a cool dude.
There. Boy, that looks real enough to be explained as a mirage on CNN. Oh wait, it was.
So after seeing how easy it was to make a floating city of your own, I'm definitely leaning on the side of Captain Disillusion. This also brings me to a quick point that I'd like to make. Have you ever noticed that ghost videos or paranormal event videos like the floating city are way uncommon to see these days? Like, I don't know the last time I saw a clip that tried to convince me that
that is true.
And it's probably because the standards for camera quality have gotten so much higher, and it's more difficult to fake some.
To be honest, there's been always the fact that it's the low quality stuff. Okay, the phone that I have right here, okay, this phone records in really, even at night, it records in really high HP. Even my camera here records in a really high HP. And it's not even the internet that I have. It's still not pixelated enough to be like some of these videos. So why is it that all of the videos that we see, especially like Nuketops 5 and stuff like that, or Chills, like, they're always the lowest quality possible. They're like on a potato phone. Because you can take a video with a high quality phone and then put it in an editing program and then edit it. Slap an old filter in it, you know, bit crush it, and then you got a low quality video. Because most of the world has got these, which have a high frame rate and high pixel count. So unless it's your great-great-grandfather born in 1940 that still have the Nokia and he doesn't want to change it even though he doesn't even have the buttons anymore, no one really has those old phones. I have one, but that's, you know, that's my work phone. It only takes calls. I don't take videos on it, you know. What are we, back in the early 2000s? The early 2000s was a nightmare for like video and stuff, because you would have like little cameras that were like butter powered and they had the worst pictures in the world at times. You would have to edit them a lot in order to make them look good, or not edit them at all, because you would go on MySpace and put it there, and on MySpace nobody cared. Oh my god, guys, I am so emo, and this is my picture. And they took a picture like that. Yeah, MySpace was like that. I never got that. I was on MySpace for a little bit, but that was right on the cusp of Facebook. So I have no idea why like you would get like to that point of going, MySpace was my best thing ever. There were lots of threads there. Come on. Like MySpace was less like actually policed than any social media in the modern day, you know. I need to put on my jacket. One moment. This is cold. I'm feeling cold right now. I don't even have my like heater on. It's expensive. Din din da 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 din din da 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 din din da 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 din. Yes, I'm not in my usual outfit, but that's because, come on, I'm not always gonna be that. Come on. I know it's like a staple on my channel. I've used it a while. I will bring it back but only for games probably. But I don't know what to play yet because most of the new games that I could bring, they didn't work on my computer, so you know the usual. Anyway.
Thing in 4K. I just thought I'd bring that up. Back then, like on a weekly basis, I was getting convinced that there were fairies floating around. There was no sightings, and yeah,
Look
you
at
don't
that.
see those anymore.
Minky!
Candle Cove was a pretty popular creepypasta.
Oh, I remember this. I used to like work on my masks and stuff while I would hear like Candle Cove or Mr. Apple, I think it was called. Was it called Mr. Apple? There was a creepypasta, you know, and it was called something like that. Something like that. Let me see. I remember that, but I don't remember the name. It was like an apple on a stick. And it was essentially just Candle Cove, but with a different mascot. So I do not understand. What is that? New Candle. Oh, some violent My Little Pony thing. Okay. I don't know why, but a lot of like creators like to create this, you know, violent kids cartoon show kind of thing.
The story is about a bunch of people reminiscing on a forum board about some show that they remember watching in their childhoods. The show was called Candle Cove, and everybody on the forums remembers it to be pretty disturbing. The show was about some puppets who would go on various adventures while traveling on a boat. They're like some sort of pirates.
Oh yeah, that was.
At some point during a certain episode, everything would just go bad.
I'm so relieved that other people remember this terrible show. I used to have this awful memory.
I think it was like the original ARG, to be honest. Like I don't remember
All the characters were there.
anyone talking about it like that, but I remember it like being like the first ERG that people could remember.
Were flailing
You know.
spastically and just all screaming. The girl was just moaning and crying like she had been through hours. I woke up many times from that nightmare. I used to wet the bed when I had it.
I don't think that was a dream. I remember that. I remember that that was an episode. Now, just as
Like
a
the
reminder,
Skin
if you
Taker
missed it,
and
all
whatever
this
the hell it was
This
called.
is from a short story creepypasta made
Yeah.
by Chris Straub. It was never a real-life Candle Cove, but there would be fan-made depictions of it on YouTube. There is a really well-made version that accurately depicts the Candle Cove story, and then there's this one.
Candle Cove. Oh yeah, this thing. I remember this. It was like just screaming. Which is just a couple of puppets and early access show probably.
I vaguely remember watching this as a kid, but I'd imagine that it traumatized other children in the early 2010s. The reason I brought all of this up is to simply tell you the origins to every clip in this version of Candle Cove, because a lot of these videos were pretty unknown. I found a Reddit post from 4 years ago, and the poster was wondering about the clip seen in Candle Cove. Thankfully, the comment section quickly dug up the answer somehow, so here you go. Shout out to Mr. Crazy Bones on Reddit for all of this information.
Mr.
This
Crazy
skeleton
Bones
comes from a YouTube video called Prague Skeleton Marionette.
Yeah, there you go.
The crying child comes from Remy Fake Crying. This thing came from Bobby the White-Nosed Red Hat Merry Christmas.
Oh?
And the original little flailing puppet video, as far as I know, is lost media. But there are other uploads of the same puppet.
Yeah, exactly. It's not that much of a lost media, you know.
The Candle
It's
Cove
just a
screamo
puppet.
is made up of different YouTube clips that are pretty harmless.
I've
You
been
can
a
also find the
puppet,
screaming
a
sound
poet,
effects
a
from
pawn, and a king. Scream #1. I've been using that in music as well.
Is probably the one with the most mystery behind it. There's tons of speculation over what the backstory of this video is. I'll just let it play so you know what I'm talking about.
What is this?
I'd like to start off by saying a lot of the information I'll be giving you is from Scare Theater's video over Gabrielle.
Oh, Scare Theater! We're gonna watch that episode of it.
And talk about it myself because this
I
video
like Scare Theater.
fascinated me and creeped me out. With all of that being said, the girl in this video is supposedly called Gabriela Rico Jimenez, an alleged supermodel from Mexico. In the video, she talks about being freed from somewhere and making claims about the elite consuming human flesh and eating people. She would accuse Disney, the royal family, and one of the wealthiest people in Mexico, Carlos Slim, having knowledge about her being captive and all of the cannibalism stuff. She then gets taken away by the cops and supposedly gets erased from existence. Whenever you look up her name, the only result is the clip from her outside of the hotel freaking out. There's no other videos of her, no pictures of her from when she modeled, nothing. This would lead a lot of people to believe that the quote-unquote higher-ups would do a good job at deleting her online existence, making sure that no
Yeah,
one
but
would
why
ever find
leave
out
that
who she
video?
really was. The problem with this is that if they did such a good job at erasing her from the face of the earth and the internet, you would think that they would also delete the viral
Yeah.
video of her making the
There you
crazy
go.
accusations. To put it as it probably is, Gabriela Rico Jimenez was never taken away by the elite and was never even a model to begin with. With the lack of evidence that Gabriela ever had a modeling career, the two news...
Or it could be simply that, you know, they wanted it to look like a crazy person and they never deleted that exact video, you know? It depends. It all depends. Like, it could be, could not be. It's a bit of both. Who knows? Who knows? In the end, who knows? Man, my hairline is like whack. I have this side here higher than this side here. Wow, that's crazy.
Anchors that first covered the video never mentioned anything of her being some sort of model or celebrity. They pretty much said that Gabriela was recently released from jail for having a similar outburst in public. Shortly after the first arrest, she would then go outside of a hotel lobby, have another manic episode, to which she'd be arrested again. In Scare Theater's video, he stumbled upon an article that was written around a decade after the incident, and found reports of a woman called Gabriela Rico Jimenez. It said that Gabriela was 29 years old, which would align perfectly if this was the same Gabriela seen in the video. Along with this, the article says that this 29-year-old woman was seized because she didn't know where her house was and she was lost. From the age, name, and mental confusion, it's more than likely that Gabriela Rico Jimenez is just a mentally ill person, not a person that was held captive by the elitist Pizzagate hierarchy. Lastly, this article that Scare Theater had found features a picture of this woman, and after putting that picture and a screenshot of Gabriela into a facial comparison software, it gave a 98% match, and even said that it was very likely that these people are the same person. The whereabouts of Gabriela in 2024 are unknown, but as of 2017 when this article was written, Gabriela was alive and probably unwell, but she was never abandoned or kidnapped. thank you for making it this far into the video. I hope it...
Alright, thank you for the video, Jaden Slad. Alright. Let's see another video of them. Let's see, what else do we get? Bulging stuff. Oh boy. Oh boy. That looks interesting.
I'm gonna let him look.
You've probably seen this video numerous times over the last
Bruh.
decade. Similar to
Bruh.
previous ones I've covered, like the American football video from part 1, there's something pretty unsettling about this. Obviously, I have to assume that monsters aren't real, meaning that this video is staged, hopefully. But the
Yeah.
question still remains, who's behind this? I tried going to Reddit first, because there's usually some guy from years ago who's like solved a rabbit hole. Well, I stumbled onto a Reddit post from r/shitposting that says, "Can anyone help me find where this came from? It's a bit of an internet mystery with its origins."
Cheers,
Despite getting
lads.
over 10,000 upvotes
Cheers.
and hundreds of comments, instead of answering the OP's question as to where this came from, everybody decided to be a silly Billy and do the exact opposite. Bro got venomed. That's so funny. Here's some Reddit gold. I never found a comment that truly answered who's behind the video, but thankfully, I found a post from 6 years ago on the tip of my tongue subreddit. I saw this clip in a video compilation, and I was wondering where it's from originally. Here you go. This happens almost every time I try to find something. Thanks to this random person on Reddit, we got the origins of the video.
Yeah.
It all stems from a post
Damn.
on Twitter. Uploaded
Not
on
even
August
like
11th,
looking around,
2017
just
at
find
2
it.
a.m.
Just that.
I'm alone.
There you go.
I'm hearing creepy sounds, and no, I'm not really home alone. I'm at my friend Nigo's house, and he's gone. Like, he went to go run errands for his mom. So, like, I'm like at his house by myself, and it's really fucking scary. And
I
heard,
guess
like,
the friends was not
The
gone.
person who uploaded this goes by the name of The Strange Noah, and they're actually still active on X in 2025. I don't really know anything else about this individual. I don't think they have any other viral videos by the looks of it, which makes it more weird that they'd upload this in the first place. I also think that this could have been on Vine, if I'm not mistaken, so maybe
Could
this
be.
was like a popular Vine,
You know,
and
six
then they uploaded it
6
to X.
seconds,
I'm not
whatever
sure.
it was.
Lastly, I figured I'd slow down the video since we have it in a higher quality. And it's not as elaborate as I thought it'd be. You can clearly see it's just a dude in an all-black costume
Yeah.
with some scraggly hands. I tried finding the costume used in the video, but this was as close as I could get.
Well-
minus the red eyes.
Well, most of these stuff can be done like very cheap. You get that, you get those like mechanical hands from like a Chinese like shop, and then you just take out you put a normal balaclava over, and lower the frame rate, not the frame rate, sorry, lower the resolution. Boom! It's very scary. It's scary, and you will love it because everybody loves scary stuff. When I'm in bed, I get to watch Instagram, and it goes to those creepy things with like weird angel music going. Hold on. Yeah, it should be like that one that goes. You know, that is a different thing. That is not what I'm looking for.
Horrifying messages found when songs are.
What? It's an assonance. It's not like there has been things that have been, you know, but you know.
Horrifying messages found when
This
songs
is
are
stupid.
played backwards. Split Flores by XXX Tentacion. And supposedly this is the main song that people believe foreshadowed X's death. Now the normal lyrics are.
The thing. So.
Now the reversed version allegedly says.
It's people looking for pattern. It's pareidolia, but for audio. There's like this audio. I can't find it probably. I wonder where it is. Songs in the world.
This is the scariest song in the world, and
It's just him
changed
to
to
the
perform
window.
on stage anymore. However,
Yes, Tiny Tim died, but no, that's an edit. That's not what I. It was like for the accurate, biblically accurate ones.
I don't want you so. Then what?
Maybe this? This one, yes. Yeah. Fear me not. And you see all of these like videos going, oh, did you know that this is really scary? And they go, oh, oh.
If
Fucking
you end up
stupid,
enjoying
man.
the video, then be sure to leave a like. And I'm also trying to hit 200,000 subscribers before the end of the month, so be sure to help me with my goal. Thank you. A few months ago, I reminisced on the videos that quote-unquote ruined my childhood. One of the videos that used to freak me out was this right here. Yeah, let's just play it. That's loud.
It feels like a mix of Tomino Cell, Tomino, Tomiko.
That was it? Yeah, I mean, I didn't like it. It's like a 7-second clip of a bunch of different scary stuff mashed together, but the part that intrigued me the most was this face. Once you see it, you'll almost never forget it. I could never put my finger down as to where it came from until I got this
Looks
comment
like
on the
Eoni,
video. I know the
that
beginning
video
of the
game.
first video, it originated from a video called The Original by Colin Raff. Thanks to the commenter, One Carter Patty, I guess I found the origins to this face.
Yeah.
The Original is a YouTube video made by someone called Colin Raff. It was uploaded on April 24th, 2020, and somehow only has 13,000 views, despite the 7-second mark's infamy. While the original use of the face is still unpleasant to look at, it's not as creepy as it was in the edited scary versions. Now I feel bad for being scared of the big-eyed guy. I didn't know he was simply just gaming happily. Not all of the questions are answered though, because I'd still like to know why a video like this was created, and who's behind it.
It looks like an
So,
art project,
let's get to know more
which
about
is
Colin
fine.
Raff. He's had his YouTube channel since August 2013, but
Yeah.
his first video was uploaded in August 2015. Almost all of his videos are animated in that surreal,
Yeah.
bleak style, and he hasn't stopped, as his most recent upload was from 2 weeks ago. Half of his art seems to be nightmare fuel for the sake of being nightmare fuel, while
Yeah.
the other half seems to take on a storyline with some sort of meaning.
Damn.
Even though Colin's YouTube channel was made in 2013,
Go check him out, I
came
will.
across an interview with him from October 2008, which means he's been at this for quite a minute. Some interesting takeaways is that Colin lives in Berlin, Germany. He's apparently a self-taught artist, which is impressive. He watches Lee Van Cleef shoot people whenever he gets artistic frustrations, and overall, he seems to be a pretty smart guy. He says that not being dead yet is his biggest inspiration for creating the art he makes, and that he'd not even describe his creations to those who aren't familiar with it, and I can't really blame him. I don't know much else about Colin aside from that interview, but he's on Bandcamp as he makes all the spooky music in his videos.
Damn.
He's on Instagram where he'll occasionally make posts using the guy.
Yeah.
And he even daily uploads on TikTok. This dude has a better content grind than me. Before we get to the next video, let me know
That's
if
funny.
you guys have seen the movie Metropia. It has pretty much the same art style as Colin Raff's, in my opinion. It's a pretty weird film. Maybe I should do a video essay one day. On June 7th, 2019, one of the most disturbing YouTube videos would be uploaded to the platform.
It's an edit.
The video known as
订阅杰登沙拉
amasses over 2.9 million views and is shrouded in mystery. I'm just kidding, it's not that mysterious. Back in the day, around 2019 to 2020, if you were to look up a period in the YouTube search bar, you'd be greeted with tons of genuinely disturbing videos. There's been tons of stories and evidence of people looking up a period and being met with G0RE, you know, stuff like that. This would all be the result of a glitch, one that's surely been patched by now. Now, I say all of this because one of the more tame videos that could pop up when looking a period at this time was the standing goat video. As to where it came from, I actually didn't know, so I just looked up standing goat video and found an article on none other than Know Your Meme. The deep, disturbing, and dark origins all stemmed from an artist/taxidermist on Instagram.
Oh, I know this guy.
The original post was uploaded on September 5th, 2018, and was accompanied with the following caption.
Okay, so I've been casting foxes all day, and I may well be high on fumes, but am I crazy to think that Billy looks like he's alive and moving at the end? Mainly his ears. This video was from an art show in London. This happened months ago, but when I opened my phone, this video was suddenly and mysteriously first. What is going on?
Shortly after this post to Instagram, I'm guessing that the right people saw it at the right time, and everything went from there. It would get used in creepy videos, like the one I already showed, and it would even be the center of many memes. That's the story of Billy the Standing Goat. Adele Morse, the original poster of the goat, she hasn't uploaded since December 2023, so I hope
that's
she's
a
still
pity.
alive. I thought I'd also point out that her other claim to virality is the stoned fox. I'm sure you've seen this one before.
I know that one.
8 years ago,
I know it.
a post was made to the Deep Into YouTube subreddit. Very creepy and weird Christian kids video. I'll let it play for itself.
Good morning, Lord, I'm gonna have a good day. Good morning, Lord. Come on, Jan, wake up. No matter the weather. Good morning, Lord, I'm gonna have a good day. Come on, wake up and sing good morning.
What you're watching is a YouTube video from January 2012 called Jan and Phil Enlow Just for Kids CD Animated by Rosalie Graziano. If you were to skip around different parts of the video,
Graziano.
you'd be quick to realize that this is some
Rosalie
pretty uncanny stuff.
Graziano.
Thankfully, this isn't anything sinister at all, but I still thought I'd talk about it because this particular video is something else. So, let's get into the truly twisted backstory of this video. The two protagonists in this animated musical about Christianity is Jan and Phil Enlow. These are real people, and the songs heard in the video are even sung by Jan and Phil. There's nothing too significant about these people in regards to the channel I'll be talking about, but it is nice to know that they don't actually look like this in real life. The person who animated this masterpiece goes by RG Jubilee, and they've been creating videos on YouTube since 2011. From tutorials on how to make your own animatronics, like this person is genuinely talented at making these, to the many animated series that RG has made since the early 2000s, there's a lot of content to unpack here. While the Jan and Phil video appears a little creepy to at least me and many other people, RG Jubilee is not a disturbing or scary channel at all. In fact, they're the complete opposite. When doing some research into their channel, I came across an interview with them from 2016. Rosalie G, a self-taught artist in Brevard County who paints, makes puppets, and creates animation, talks with enthusiasm about her art. When asked how long she had been creating artwork, she replied, "Ever since I was able to hold a crayon in my hand, I began drawing." Rosalie, age 57 with a cognitive disability, said, "Thanks to my art, it helped me. Kids teased me in school, special school. That's how I felt as a kid.
Damn,
They called
that's
me
nice.
I
That
couldn't
is nice,
spell,
man.
And I got teased, but my artwork helped."
That is nice.
Hearing the backstory of what would eventually become the RG Jubilee channel, it makes me appreciate everything on here a lot more, and I kind of feel bad that her magnum opus has been looked at in a scary light. All RG is aimed to do is make children's movies, children's songs, cool tutorial videos, and there's something about it that's so fascinating to me. I'm not sure how many of you guys have ever tried to make an animation, but it unsurprisingly takes a lot of time.
Oh yeah,
So
it
when I
takes
check
a
out all
while.
these hour-long animations on Rosalie's channel, I can't help but respect the hustle. It's also in this video right here that she says she's a self-taught animator, so that's
Rosalie
pretty cool.
Graziano.
Never was taught
Yeah.
in an animation class. I've always wanted to go, but couldn't afford the big, quote, price tag.
That's pretty much all there is to cover for this one. It's really nothing disturbing or scary at all. But what I want you to do, you watching, I bet it'd really make Rosalie's day if you went and subscribed to her channel and
Yeah.
left her some nice comments on her videos.
I'll
As
do
far
that.
as I know,
I'll
she's
do
still
that.
uploading different
Yeah.
animations to this day, and I hope she's doing well. P.S. To any of you that are wanting to replicate the RG Jubilee animation style, I'm pretty sure that she used to use an animation software called Crazy Talk Animator.
Oh,
So,
yeah.
have fun with that if you want.
And then you trash the very next day. How is that good for the friends that way? The way to make stuff, the way to make...
There's a good chance you've probably seen one of the following GIFs.
I
Ever
haven't.
since the early 2010s, I've personally seen these clips in different scary compilation videos, but I've never known where they came from. But now I do. These scary GIFs were all taken from a behind-the-scenes
Motion
video for the horror movie Mama. It's pretty creepy, and I've never actually seen the movie that this was made for. It apparently came out back in 2013, and has even been coined as a high point for modern horror films. The reviews are decent, and the actual theatrical version of the scary lady is it's scary. I don't like this. Fun fact, you may think that this was a puppet or something because, there's guys pulling strings on the sides, but this is actually a person. His name is Javier Botet, and at the age of 5, he was diagnosed with Marfan syndrome. This condition can result in people having tall, skinny frames, and can even affect the length of your hands and your fingers. Instead of letting this diagnosis bring him down or whatever, Javier decided to use it to his advantage, and become almost every scary creature in Hollywood. He's been
That's
in
cool.
Mama, Slender Man, It, Polaroid, Alien,
That's cool. That's
Insidious,
cool,
Scary
brother.
Stories to Tell in the Dark, and many more.
Yeah.
Not only is this GIF super popular and has creeped out people
That's
for over
awesome.
a decade, but now you know what it was for and the Giga Chad beneath it.
That's awesome.
For the last entry, it's probably the only video that disturbs me and nobody else.
That is physics.
If you're having a lot of questions about what you just
I am
watched,
not.
I'm just as confused as you are. I've known about this video since I was a kid, and it's always deeply unsettled me. How is this thing moving on its own? Is it possessed? Does it have a mind of its own? Is this witchcraft? These
It's
were the questions
physics.
I would ask myself when watching this. To answer those age-old questions, no, it's completely harmless. The guy who made this video is called Tetsuya Nagi, and he's been making videos of the walking moai since 2007. I kid you not, for the last 2 decades, he's only stuck to this type of content. From small-scale moais to a plethora of large-scale ones, this dude's got
That's
a
cool.
serious passion. But what is a moai, and what's his fascination with it walking on its own? History time.
Yeah.
Moai are
That's
the
a long-
monolithic statues
that's a
found
long
on Easter
thing.
Island, carved out by the Rapa Nui people between the years 1250 to 1500. If you've ever seen the full scale of these statues, it's honestly incredible because they're super big, and it was always a mystery to me as to how these giants got stuck in the ground. This is probably where Tetsuya's interest also started. It's highly theorized that people moved the statues around by pulling connected ropes on different sides, basically rocking it back and forth. But there's something else to this. as there's many myths and legends that suggest the Moai could walk around on its own. How did it walk around by itself?
Oh,
Was it
like that,
magical
yeah.
powers used by a Rapa Nui chief? How could this happen? That pretty much ties us back to Tetsuya Nagi, as one of his biggest life goals is to figure out how the Moai could walk around on its own. All you have to do is look at the description of the fabled YouTube video. Legend said Moai walked by itself. But how did Moai walk? I show you my proposal. Before I end this off,
It
consider
could
might
be.
more interesting
It
than
could
Javier
be.
and Arthur
Yes.
Jubilee. It's been a minute since I've seen this level of dedication to something so peculiar, and I'm a fan.
It could be.
Unfortunately, he hasn't uploaded in over a year, so I hope he's still around, and most importantly, I hope he figures out how the Moai could walk by itself. You can support him financially by buying one of his walking Moai kits.
Oh,
off
that's
eBay.
so
I'm honestly
cute.
considering getting one. This could be
I
an
would.
awesome
I would buy that. I would buy that.
If you're still watching the video, then thank you. If you enjoyed it, if you learned something, then be sure to leave a like because it helps me out, gets me in the algorithm. Here's a shout out to everybody who makes me the freaking
I'm gonna give you a
coolest,
subscribe
most
to this
amazing-
guy. He makes cool content. Go check him out. This is actually fun. I'm gonna leave you with a long video that he made. And I'll be back because I'm going to the bathroom. Clean up.
Me and the Backrooms YouTuber Brutally are on a liminal space road trip across the United States. In the last episode, we visited the popular liminal space Taco Bell in Rapid City, South Dakota. That video was super fun to make, so be sure to check it out if you haven't already. That said, we are traveling to the Stanley Hotel this time. Before I get into that, make sure to like, subscribe, and follow me on Instagram to watch out for road trip updates. The day began like any other. Me and Jared both got ready to embark in the back rooms, and we finished up some filming at the liminal Taco Bell. After that, it was time to travel 6 hours to Estes Park, Colorado, to explore the infamously haunted Stanley Hotel. I'll talk about it more whenever we get there.
Jared's quite excited. Mr. Liquor guy. Look at my Mr. Liquor.
I've never been to South Dakota before, and it's truly one of the prettiest states we've been to so far. The area we were staying in is also a big tourist location, so there was a ton of stuff that me and Jared would have liked to do, but we didn't have the time for it. What we did have time for, though, was visiting Mount Rushmore. I've only ever seen this massive monument in movies and
Mount
on social
Rushmore.
media, and
That's
I'm
a
super
weird
stoked
place.
to finally see it for myself.
Fuck yeah.
Me and Jared were talking about who could be next to Lincoln.
I was thinking me. James Charles.
James Charles, Jared, maybe like a Donald Trump, Simpson Society up there, Kylie Bogley, Mortgage for Fun, James
Okay.
Charles, Tub, Hillary Clinton. That's real. Jared's been teaching me about some Alexander Hamilton.
I didn't know anything about it because he's a fake American guy.
I knew that he was a person that existed. That like Stanley
The Stanley Hotel.
and it
I
looked
know this
menacing
place.
as ever. For those who don't know much about the Stanley Hotel, it's one of the most infamous and haunted hotels in the United States. It opened back up in 1909 and was founded by Freeland Oscar Stanley. Throughout the years ever since, thousands of guests have reported paranormal events to occur, and on top of that, the hotel is quite liminal. Most notably, though, the hotel gained most of its popularity as being the inspiration for The Shining. The story goes that horror icon Stephen King was staying at the Stanley back in 1974. He stayed in room 217, and during that time, he had nightmares of terrible things happening to his family. Because of that, and the overall eeriness of the hotel he was staying at, Stephen King wrote The Shining based on his Stanley Hotel experience. This book would of course go down in history as one of the greatest horror stories, and would also be adapted into an even bigger movie.
Johnny!
The movie adaptation of The Shining has some of the best liminal spaces in cinema history.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, these spaces are unvisitable because they're from a movie set, and none of the film was actually shot at the Stanley Hotel.
Yeah.
Despite this, the hotel is still super creepy and crazy, so let's get into it.
Got some McDonald's.
This is the hotel room we are working with. And for anyone who's been leaving the comments, I'm not going to say which type, but there's a type of comment.
Yes, we are sharing.
We are sharing a bed, it's true.
Damn, bro, that's good.
Anyway, check out this drink I got. It's called like a Galaxy Mocha something. Me and Brugly were both working on our videos because we were trying to daily upload for you guys. And he finished his video before I did, and he also had to wake up super.
Okay, let's change subject. Let me see. Let's see what does.
I'm 18, but like really 18. From Walt Disney Animation Studios comes a new classic.
You actually eat lunch out here?
Yeah, sounds good for the beer.
You're in my algebra class now. Try to keep up.
Yes, ma'am.
Dad. This is David, my boyfriend.
Sir? Wait. Dad's last straw.
What?
Y'all have chicken here? Yeah. But the worst is yet to come. Now. Dine and dash. The world of giants.
Sir, why are your legs like that?
I may have skipped a few leg days. This summer, strength comes from the legs. Okay, legs, it's you and me now.
You showed up. What did you see?
From Disney and Pixar.
That was...
Wow.
Damn.
I'm a man. I'm a man. A nuke.
This is boring. Tuna omelette. I'm not going into that. I'm not going into that, man. I don't want to. There's a Minute Man video. I want to see this one, to be honest. I have no idea what that is, what that means, to be honest. Main character syndrome is
The ultimate main character, TikToker Natalie Reynolds, crying and shouting outside of TikTok headquarters because she wants her account unbanned. You know, I'm vaguely familiar with the name Natalie Reynolds. I have no idea what she did to get banned. On some level, have respect that she took it to the front door with the complaint. That's the type of extroversion that I wish I was capable of. But because I'm not capable of it, I do not find very appealing to go through. Hi, good guys. And today we're going to be looking at r/I'm the main character, which is pretty self-explanatory. It's people out there in the wild who demand the center of attention revolve around them, aka any YouTuber who makes you listen to them speak. Hi guys, if you enjoy this video, this card at the end.
Man, no comments today.
We looked at this subreddit, which was half a decade ago. Jesus Christ, I'm gonna die soon. Also, just a quick reminder that you can catch me at Holiday Met Surrey later this month. I'll be there on Friday, December 19th, and Saturday, December 20th, doing some meet and greets. Would love to see you guys. Curated a few of these that I found entertaining. A lot of them are videos. Some of them are like more reprehensible than others. This rule makes perfect sense. She was just looking for attention. Flashback to last year at Disney when I dressed up as Princess Tiana and got escorted off the premises.
Hey, they say she gotta take the dress off.
She's getting escorted out by security and she's like using the kids wanting to get a picture to like try and like stay around a little longer.
They're from Florida. I'm sorry. Look, they just denied the little girl location.
My theory is that if you made the costume like just a little shittier, you might have gotten away with this. Like the whole point is that you're not supposed to be able to launder the park's reputation to like get photos. It's probably a good idea to not make it where kids will just walk up to anybody with a decently good princess costume thinking that they're like a trusted Disney approved adult. Only employees and like kids whose birthday it is are allowed to dress up in princess costumes for obvious reasons. Okay, this is the type of main character I'm actually really approving of. It's because it's people, and by this I mean animals like dogs, who are completely oblivious that they're doing what somebody might call main character activities. Like, the homie just wanted to get on the stage and, like, hang out, too. Like, he's asking the drummer for a stick to, like, take so he can be a part of it.
Yeah, these dog deserves to be a main
like,
character.
hey, pay attention to me, I'm the main character. Are like generally lowering the vibrational levels for everybody else there. A cute little dog doing something stupid that it doesn't realize is probably not good is generally gonna raise people's levels as long as it's not biting no one. Like, this is just a little fucking friend, dude. I'm very happy that there is a tag specifically for animal main characters so we can separate them from the real deviants. When the dog got his stick, he just like stopped bothering the band, man. He just like wandered around and vibed out. Like, look, he's not bothering no one. That said, drumsticks splinter really easily, so if you give your dogs one of those, I would be careful and maybe not do that. I guess, normal sticks that they just kind of come across on walks will do that anyways. This is why you have to scan your membership card at Costco. This is why we can't have anything nice or convenient. All right, let's look at the setup here. We have a lady who's just at the drink dispensers. I suppose she has a larger than average cup. Oh, yeah, that's a really big mug. Oh, I didn't realize she was. I didn't realize she had the entire water jug behind her, man. That is kind of like envious. It's like, do you know how much this costs a month? I'm getting my fucking worse out of this, man. I'm taking this whole jug home, sticking it in the fridge, and using it for the next 3 months. It's almost kind of funny because you already have to buy in bulk when you go to Costco. So spiritually, this is in line with like the ethos of the company. It's like, yeah, instead of buying a 12-pack of soda, here's like a 48-pack. It costs a little more, but it's cheaper per can, so it'll last you a while. Like, it's proportional. A flyer who went viral after refusing to give seat to crying child sues airline passenger who filmed her. Unpopular opinion, if you buy a seat, you're entitled to it.
Yeah.
I think, like, that is unpopular, if I'm being honest.
That is unpopular, but fuck you in my seat.
Before, actually. And the
I chose it.
For me. It's nice when you're a commentary channel and you're able to
your
giving your own
messiness in taking something.
It's okay to ask.
It's
If
no
the
my
person
problem.
says no, then it's no. Either make a better offer or walk away. Like, let's say, for example, I paid for a seat that your kid really wants because it's on the window and you'll be separated from them or whatever. Offer me $1,000 on the spot, yeah, you can have it, dude. If you can eclipse the cost of the seat and I've already secured, like, my overhead bin space, so, like, I don't have to worry about that, just counter offer, big bro. Like, pull up the Venmo and we can hash this out, I promise. Oh, man, this is like the issue with Reddit. I know I've pulled this post up with the potential of covering it, but it slipped my mind if I've already looked at it in a separate video. Reddit is just a bit incestuous in the same way all social media is, where it's like the same 3 posts a day get reposted everywhere. But I showed some teen girls dressed as a band of pirates the 3-day-old baby in my arms. Thinking they'd lose their minds, offered a babysit, etc. They said, "Aw, so cute," and took their candy and walked away. So the birth rate is for sure doomed. The first time I read this post, I was immediately astonished by anybody thinking that this was a sign of why the birth rate is going down, like that isn't economic conditions. In fact, you would think the economic conditions and how hard it is for some people to get a job would make them interested in babysitting. But, like, you didn't offer that. You just expected them to come up with the idea. I feel like it'd be, like, a bit rude to presume. It's like, hey, you seem like a really fucking terrible mother. How about we take care of your kid for you? Because you can never be there for them. Holy shit, that actually amuses me quite a bit. Okay, this one is crazy because the energy you have to have is, like, your daughter's mother to do this. You either have to have, like, one of the closest connections with a child that you've ever had.
Sorry.
Or, like, this is not
I don't
seen
know
as,
why
like, an
that
actual
happened.
stomping on your day, and actually just a really good bit that will be looked on fondly with laughs as a memory. Taiwanese actress gets married to her German actress girlfriend, and her mother shows up to their wedding like this. She initially picked a white dress, and the daughter told her mother to change. Ooh, that does not seem like it was at all on good terms or approved of. This was the choice she made afterwards. She's like, haha, my daughter's getting married to the love of her life. They're making a little heart together. Isn't that sweet? It would be if my heart that I'm making myself wasn't more anatomically correct to the shape. Wow, I'm just better than my child in pretty much every way, including on her big day. Way to show them, Mom. Too cool for tug of war on some Lacombe shit. This one cracks me up because it's like, the way this guy is sitting, it does feel like he is making a real attempt, but I think, like, what we're seeing here is him actually realizing, oh, we're gonna lose this shit. I'd rather not throw out my forearms and fall over. But watch this, you'll see what I'm talking about. He's making an effort here. He's, like, really sitting back and putting his weight into it. Then he slides forward, and he's like, oh, no, we ain't got it. Arguably, you could say this is the moment he realized he was not the main character, and you could not tug this rope. He's like, I'm on the end, I wasn't doing much anyways. They were taking most of the weight. I should just kind of cut my losses. He doesn't look particularly like he's trying to aura farm by not pulling on the rope. He just looks like embarrassed that he was on the losing team and clocked it earlier than everybody else. Bro trying not to look stupid playing tug of war, but wears a dumbass sweater around his neck. I don't know, man. I just read that as a guy who already felt stupid before, like, it was even over. The stronger argument here, he saw his team losing and didn't even try to not feel like he lost. Doing that, he became the only loser. Arguably, it would make him the only quitter, but, you know, whichever. Dog caught playing in a shopping mall fountain, and the scene goes viral. That's just a cute dog. I'd be more concerned.
Yeah, it's
with,
fine. It's a cute dog. The dogs are main characters in the world.
I'm
Fuck that.
particularly offended that he's taking a big-ass bath, other than how much he's gonna smell on the ride home. Is that anybody's dog? He doesn't have a collar on, so I don't know he'd even put a leash on it. I do like that most people are just recording and or continuing to go on with their day. Like, most of these people couldn't give less of a fuck unless they end up in the splash zone. The caution wet floor sign off in the distance is very amusing to me, considering it should probably be everywhere around. However amount of wet it is back there probably pales in comparison. This main character needs to fly on her own plane. Okay, I read through this the first time, and it's either gotta be a troll or like someone who is at risk of dying in any enclosed space with other people they ever end up in. Like, the things on this list would probably preclude you from taking most taxis, most public transit, most Ubers. Fuck a flight that like, just cycles the internal environment over and over again, dude. Like, how are you?
Are those multiple Xbox?
No coffee, highly allergic even to the smell, no cashews, other. No fragrance or chemical smells. I'm sorry, you just like keep tons of these brochures to hand out to anybody you pass by on the street? It's like, oh, that's Dior. Oh, no, that's gonna kill me. Can you be allergic to smells on their own? Especially all of
I
these.
doubt it.
Cologne, perfume, scented soap, or body lotion. Like, half of this is stuff that people use for their own hygienic upkeep. And you're like, nah, you can't be, you gotta be smelly as fuck if you want to sit near me. No gasoline or airplane fuel. Yeah, how are you alive? I have a cashew allergy, so if you could refrain from serving nuts, I would appreciate it. I mean, I'm not gonna like beat off on the plane if that was your question. I'm not like intending to join the Mile High Club anytime soon. It just again brings up the question, how are you alive if the smell gets you? I am highly allergic to the smell of coffee and would appreciate it if you could refrain from
Allergic to the
even
smell of
can stop my
coffee.
breathing. If that's genuinely what you're going through, I have some genuine sympathy for your situation. It's just the amount of caveats and adjustments that need to be made for your well-being, like basically stop the rest of society around you from functioning, which is a bit much. Look, I also have several medications that I need to take, and as a result, drinks lots of water. If you could spare a large bottle from the onset of the flight, that would be greatly appreciated. Well, that's something you could bring with you. You could get it at one of the duty-free stores in the airport, and you're allowed to bring that on with you to the flight. This way, I don't have to constantly ask you for more water. There's like a level of accommodation I think is reasonable to ask, especially for health reasons. On top of that, though, you have to be doing what you can to prepare for these scenarios and make the situation you're putting yourself in more bearable for you. Water is like a really easy one, considering almost every airport sells like gigantic bottles. Grab 2 of them if you need to. Put them on the sides of your backpack and like just take them out of your carry-on. Thank you for your patience and understanding in trying to make this flight as enjoyable as possible for me. I appreciate you. They said thank you, at least, but enjoyable feels like the wrong adjective. I feel more like survivable. If all of this criteria is true, then like, Jesus Christ. There are official ways to let a flight crew know your allergies when you fly by filling out the included questions and also including additional comments when purchasing tickets. You can also call the airline with questions. Some things can be accommodated, but this list is ridiculous and a tacky way of letting a crew know your issues. Do it the right way, and they may work with you, but this is just weird behavior and makes me think she just doesn't like certain smells. Yeah, I mean, like, official channels do exist for these things, I'm fairly certain. I don't, like, have crazy amounts of special accommodations. Like, I got hyperhidrosis, which just makes me sweaty as fuck, so I bring extra water so I don't get dehydrated. Speaking of hyperhidrosis, getting sweaty a lot turns out it makes you smell, which is part of why I really like using my Cheeky soap. If you guys don't know, I've been in Lo-Fi Lavender, as well as a bunch of other, which I enjoy. If you guys want to support the channel, you can get 10% off of any purchase at my Cheeky link in the description using code BLANK. Anyways, back to the video. Guy on float throws birthday boy a bag full of toys only for a main character to steal it from his hand. Oh my god, yeah, this is actually crazy. Look at this. Big bag full of toys. It's like right in front of him. It's very clearly for him. Not only does this woman just beat him to the draw, she like bodily pushes him out of the way.
Jesus.
What with his hand still on it? You couldn't even ask
Why?
for it after he's already got it. He's just like, nah, give me the fucking trash bag, little boy. She made off with it like Bernie too, dude. Like, that shit was crazy. You do have to have a low amount of regret interactions to be as committed to getting that bag as she seemed to be. I would almost say I respect it, but like, I don't even know if this is main character syndrome. This feels like just a guy who is having a shit day and has a really bad way of expressing it, just taking it out on the people around him. Maybe he felt disrespected because the guy tried to walk past him. Now, I agree, this is like a morally bad thing to do, and you shouldn't do it. But it was really fucking funny to watch for no reason.
Let's see.
Look at this. Casual walk by. He didn't have to do any of that, dude.
Bro,
He tipped it longer,
why?
so it was just gonna
That's
splash
on you,
him.
by the way.
Like,
You're
the
gonna
other
pay
guy
for
was
that.
Messy, dude. Like, shit, man, you got some issues going on, don't you? The other guy's just stunned in utter disbelief because, like, What the fuck do you even do? Like, I imagine it's hard to have that happen to you, and you're probably thinking, like, I must have done something, but nope, just fucking some shit happens. Remember, when everything revolves around you, you're never a loser. Here we have the classic setup of a guy about to, like, win a marathon or a race. They get to the end. By all reasonable measures, they, like, earned the win. But they got a little too celebratory at the end and, like, let the person behind them make up the distance. Like, look at this. They're giving some high fives. And you know, I will argue that, like, these volunteers, I assume, because they're the neon lime shirts, they're slowing this motherfucker down a little too much. If they only got the 1 or 2 high fives of the crowd, maybe their loved ones in, but they slow down to a walk, and the guys, but they come through, and to fucking make sure they don't get it, they like try to body block them. It's like, nope, and nope, nope. Yeah, like, through your efforts, you were gonna be the first to finish. You waited too long, so you had to, like, really ruin the ending, even if you got, like, the same result, technically speaking. And they still dap each other up at the end. It's just, like, it looks messier than it ever needed to be, you know? Bad luck when you didn't have to be in that position at all if it weren't for your own decision. A dog accidentally becomes the first to cross the Romania-Hungary border. He looks so timid about it, like he's like getting claps, like they're genuinely celebrating him being the first, and he looks scared as shit. Like, look at that flinch. No, buddy, it's okay, it's okay. Honestly, it's probably better for local tensions if you cross first before anybody else. There's no tension if, like, a cute little dog crosses over versus a guy that everybody had to argue about if they should get to go first. Mom stands in front of Boulder to take pictures of her family, forgetting that there are, in fact, other people in the world. Oh, this one ought to be good. Oh, yeah, I thought she might have just been, like, barely edging into the lane. No, she's, like, in front of a guy who is genuinely getting ready to, like, throw a set. Lady, come on! I feel like most people are pretty amicable to, like, any request you make. If, like, maybe you wait for this guy to get his, like, turn off before the next person in their lane goes, you can probably reasonably ask them to inconvenience themselves for you, where it's like, hey, can I just get, like, a video of my son bowling? I'm so sorry to ask. It's just a special moment or a memory. And most people would be like, yeah, sure, why not? As long as it's, like, a temporary thing and you ask. That just didn't happen. This guy just awkwardly stands there and makes sure his boy behind him was recording so that he gets the whole moment on camera. Like, he's, like, pausing like it's a Wii Sports, like he's gonna make a whole bit out of this later.
He got it still.
Oh, it's like a small thing, too.
He still got it.
The video froze for a second. I bet he's super good at the mannequin challenge. Yep, a totally normal reaction to...
He got the pin. So, yeah.
In the last video where I talked about cursed images, I said that if it got 15,000 likes, then I would make another video on it. 7 months later, it's currently sitting at 22,000 likes, so here you go. If this video isn't satisfying enough, and you want me to make another video on finding the origins of cursed, weird pictures, then let's shoot for 20,000 likes on this one. Also, if for some reason you haven't seen the other 2 videos in this series, then I'd suggest you go and watch those before or after this video. Thank you. The first picture I'll be talking about is of a bunch of people dressed up as Winnie the Pooh. The first thing that came to my mind was that if there was some sort of Winnie the Pooh fan club gathering thing, then it would be pretty easy to find this event online. Unfortunately, there was little to no answers in regards to this picture's backstory. What I did come across was this little excerpt from some website in 2014, and it says this. The apocalypse is here, and it started in Kazimierz Dolny, Poland, where hundreds of Pooh streamed out of the 100-acre wood in search of honey. This was my first lead. Apparently, this picture was taken in some Polish town, but once again, I found nothing. There was different posts on places like 9gag and Twitter that talked about some international Winnie the Pooh gathering that happens in Poland, but there's literally no other information I could find about it. This one Reddit post was asking about the image, and even confirmed that the picture was taken in Kazimierz Dolny, Poland. You can see it in this Google Street View. It's the same place. At this point, I was starting to consider that the image might be fake. I mean, there was little to no information about the actual event, and something like this almost feels too silly and too good to be true. And if this occurrence were to have ever occurred, I would have definitely found some other alternative pictures and angles of this. The last thing I did was put this picture into photo forensics, which can pretty much detect when an image is altered by looking through its metadata and other smart stuff. Sure enough, any use of Winnie the Pooh in the cursed image was highlighted and outlined with purple, which leads me to believe that this is indeed fake. I couldn't find a madman who created and uploaded this picture, but they most likely took a bunch of different shots of themselves in the Winnie the Pooh costume and pretty nicely put it into the original photo of this Polish town. And while on the topic of finding the origins to stuff, let me ask a quick question. What if someone were to find your social security number as easy as it is finding a cursed image? Let me cook. Today's video is about finding the origins to liminal space images. I once found where this mouth room came from. That ended up being at a museum in Costa Rica, while this cursed image was taken in, well, let's start from the beginning. We have this picture, which has some fancy people inside of a massive mouth. If you're into vor, then this may be your next dream vacation. It turns out that this cursed image is from a stock photo website called Alamy. The title of this picture is Queen Beatrix of the Netherlands takes a look at the exhibition Corpus Journey Through the Human Body in the Netherlands. So, there you have it. The lady in this is the former Queen of the Netherlands, and she was at this museum back in March of 2008. Thankfully, as far as I know, this exhibit of the museum is still around, and it looks pretty cool. The museum is called Corpus and is located in Netherlands. To some people, this image may be wholesome and just a pic of some guy enjoying his My Little Pony hobby, but regardless of what you say, it's still pretty cursed. I tried putting this picture into the 10i picture search, and it gave me some results from a DeviantArt page back in 2013. Unfortunately, whenever clicking on these links, the pages are no longer available. I even tried putting the links into the Wayback Machine, but got no luck there. So what I ended up doing was highlighting a part of the file name that I found from 10i, and then putting that into Google. In searching that, I was somehow met with the Forsaken DeviantArt page.
Hello there!
Since many ask for a size,
Welcome back from your walk, my brother!
I am with them.
I was almost like giving up, man.
Clay Pinky onto the picture.
Damn.
I would make so many
was
things
good, man. Was good.
But, oh well.
The origins of this cursed image.
Thank you
just
for
goes back to
being
some
here,
bro
man.
Showing off his My Little Pony collection.
My leg is asleep and it's pins and needles all the way. I'm watching right now like creepy origins of pictures or pictures of creepy origins, whatever.
The origins to this were insanely hard to find. If you look closely in the bottom right of this usage of the picture, you'll see text that reads Meat Wreck. I then looked into Meat Wreck and came across this article written by Vice. These bewildering but beautiful photos boggle the mind. The article is pretty much about this artistic duo of Studio Meat Wreck. They specialize
Maybe
in
time
some
to
pretty
stretch.
brutal, humorous, and experimental
I mean, I've been here for an hour. I didn't have this problem before, brother. Oh, damn. Ah.
Aestheticizing the contradictory and making everyday life unusual and delivering their own artistic voice.
Feels weird, man.
Meat Wreck has a lot of other pictures that can definitely be classified as cursed, but the bread stairs may be their magnum opus. Sadly, it seems like Studio Meat Wreck is now a thing of the past, as their Instagram has been inactive since March of 2019, and their website is no longer available. One of the more popular cursed images on the list is the Snow Dog picture. I personally
It's a
recognize this one from the
Borzoi!
Boyhood album cover, an album by Birthday, or signed Crush's Motorist. But Birthday, the musician, did not take this picture, as it actually dates back all the way to 2003.
Damn, that's a long time ago. That was 20 plus years ago, you know?
I'm sorry. While writing
23 years ago, to be
I came
exact.
across this page on a website called The Breeding Archive. To my surprise, it has the Snow Dog's entire life pretty much written onto the page. Mektar was born on April 27th, 1996, and would live
That's a
until
cute dog.
2004,
Come
where
on.
He would pass away to liver failure.
Aww.
During his life, this dog would
I'm
have a child
sorry.
in
That's a
2004,
cute
but
dog.
the puppy would sadly pass away just 8 months later at random. I guess bigger dog breeds.
I'm
just
sorry
have
for
a
my
tendency
like
to die randomly.
breathing.
I don't know.
Right now I have a problem with because I breathed in a lot of like dust and stuff. So I feel like I have very little breath right now.
I didn't know this existed. I'm not really sure what else to add, but F's in the chat.
That's
for
a good
Snow
dog though.
And his kid.
And his little.
For the next cursed picture, we have this legend. When researching this image, I didn't come across much of anything until I found a guy doing the exact same thing in the exact same kitchen. Either there's a content house or there's something much more sinister going on. Something
Is
like
there though?
Like an upside down house in the middle of Russia. That's exactly what this is. I found what seems to be a Russian reviewing website, and on this page of an upside-down house attraction, there's different pictures taken of the kitchen scene in the kitchen. Sadly, my idea of
man, sneezing like crazy.
is not reality. If you care to visit this place in the future, then make a trip to the upside-down house in Kabardinka, Russia. I will say that I don't know if it's actually still around in 2024, as the last review I saw dates back to August of 2022.
I mean, before the war,
yeah. Something could have happened. Maybe this place blew up, who knows. Along with this, you should also note that the reviews on this page are pretty negative. You have people calling the place overpriced, nasty, feelings of rocking around, not very conveniently located, and even uninteresting. One more side note, by the way, I guess upside-down houses are fairly common in Russia as
yeah,
some
they
sort of
are.
wacky attraction. I stumbled onto this TripAdvisor page for one of these houses in Moscow, and the reviews are much kinder than the first one I just talked about. So maybe take a detour from the one in Kabardinka and go to the upside-down house in Moscow, Russia. It seems like a better time.
Yeah.
This next entry is one of my favorite cursed images of all time.
What
I
the
tried
hell?
covering this one in the last video I made, but for some reason I fumbled the bag and
What
couldn't
the
find its
fuck?
backstory. Luckily, here I am, and you're about to learn. This photo is commonly known as Dad's Giving, or according to Know Your Meme, that's what it's called. I give all my credit for this part of the video to Know Your Meme. Shout out to them. They're cool guys. The photographer behind this legendary picture is Chris Maggio. Similar to Studio Meat Wreck, Chris is very talented at creating very experimental, avant-garde, and boundary-pushing art. I also didn't know this, but this guy actually took the picture for this 100 Gex album cover. I just thought that was pretty cool and had to mention that. Going back to Dad's Giving, here's some other pictures taken from this legendary photo shoot.
Blue chicken. Turkey gravy.
This one is my second favorite. And as it turns out, Chris is actually behind a lot of other popular cursed images. I found an old Vice article from December of 2013, and it features some of Chris's best and recognizable work. You have the dudes eating food on the floor with the guy in the window, the Cheeto wreath, and the list goes on and on and on. Chris is still around and still uploads some peculiar imagery to his Instagram.
Nice.
So that's there if you'd like to check it out. We have to pay respects to a Cursed Images legend. The last picture I'll be covering is this one right here. Originally uploaded in 2011, this article featured a variety of pictures of
Isn't that like an actual like corpse inside it? Isn't that the guy with the corpse inside the doll?
I think she is a bookworm. Sasha Rabbit to bail dance. Because of the BuzzFeed article that pretty much outed this random dude's fetish for stuffed dolls, it briefly blew up on the internet that year. It spreaded to random forum boards where people would feel sympathy for the lonely guy or just be amazed that this actually exists. I did find the origins of these pictures, as when you click the link at the bottom of the BuzzFeed article, it takes you to a now defunct Flickr page that's called Honey Bear Doll. My theory is that this guy was just uploading the now infamous pictures to his Flickr account with no intent of a bunch of people finding out, and then quickly privating everything when it eventually blew up. I did try putting the page into the Wayback Machine just to see what it looked like back then when the pictures were still on the page, but that did not work out. The main thing I have to say for this one is that there were apparently some stop-motion animations of the dolls doing various activities like skateboarding and even riding bikes. Unfortunately, these videos are now privated or deleted, like I don't know where they would be, so it's lost media. This guy's collection was pretty big, and I'm just left wondering what he's up to in 2024, and if the dolls are still around. If this guy's happening to watch the video, I hope you're doing good, dude. This is cool. Thank you for sticking around until the end of the video, and thank you to Aura for sponsoring it.
You got the name, that's it. I'm not dealing with an hour and 40 minutes for now, because it's the content of somebody else's. Gonna go take another piss, and then we can deal with something else. Oh, man. I have no idea where my thing is. I need some warm. It was there, but I took it off. Let's see. I'm back. Sorry for making you wait. What's Cooks of America?
What am I got? There's a milk in the gravy? I'm definitely gonna run out of time, so I'm definitely gonna make the easiest gravy I can. I'll use water. I wasn't even taking notes, so that's the bad part. You put some oil in it. You can add some onions in with it to give it a little taste.
Seriously, what you got going on over there?
This the little gravy going on. I can't keep talking, girl. Let me do this.
Damn, bro.
It look horrible.
It don't seem to be cooking well, and I cooked it and cooked it in the microwave. Mashed potatoes and chicken cordon bleu. Well, they kind of go hand in hand like that. The mashed potatoes did not turn out well, so I'm going to try to beautify it with some cheese in hopes that they won't notice as much.
They will.
All right, these onions are burning.
Those onions are like charcoal.
All right, let's see what we did here. Who knows? They might like burnt onions.
Oh, he's
I mean, I like burnt onions, but not that burnt. Yeah.
I can only imagine what these chefs will say. I just can't eat this. Burnt onions are not a good idea. What am I gonna do now? Hold on. And then I heard someone talking in my ear.
Scoop out all the bad onions. Let's not use them.
I have this solution. Right, so go through and kind of pick out the best ones. And then you're gonna use the good stuff. These are good here.
Oh my gosh, what's that?
What is that?
Oh god, the orange chicken.
Orange chicken.
You don't say.
I'm always eating Chinese, and I love orange chicken. Y'all ain't had no chicken this orange, honey. I know that for sure. I'm scared. Wow, this is so amazing.
What made that orange like that?
Orange food coloring will make orange chicken. Part of my strategy, which is failing miserably, is grabbing every single thing that you will ever need. Oh my gosh, I gotta cook all this. Where are the shallots? The problem is, it's all mixed up. What was this for? Why did I grab basil? I don't even have basil. Oh man. Cut core of the basil and fix them. My mind is a very cluttered and dangerous place. Alright, so however, my focus is going to I forgot what I just got hungry. So I was like, did anybody hear that? Y'all heard that. So peel the potato. Already peeled the potato. That was at the beginning.
Oh, the book. The book that I flipped through.
I don't know who
Man.
I am, where I am, what I am, how I am. Oh no! I just poured hot grease on a plate. I don't even know what I'm doing. I don't know what's happening. I'm getting so scared. This is so stressful.
I saw a lot of salt going on this. I'm sorry. It's salty. Erica, come on up. Hello. Oh, wow. Very different color here. How did you find this process?
A little challenging.
It took it forever. I'm like, now I'm ready about to put my weave up. Your sauce is very salty. And your grits are a little bit under. Your bacon looks nicely cooked, but the whole dish comes across salty. Is that spicy to try? No. All right, Steve, come on up.
I'm working through a plate, and I'm starting to move slower and slower.
The slower you walk, it doesn't change anything.
This is my funeral. The plate looks dead. And then, well, now I'm gonna be dead. It's what I call the tornado.
Your chicken is completely raw. I think that we've said enough, right?
Ma'am. She's not as mean as she could have been.
There we go. Thank you.
It is not sticky. That ain't sticky. I'm over here struggling, and I'm like, really, I'm like pushing. I'm like, why is that doing that?
Erica.
She about to yell at me.
Erica, do you hear me talking to you?
It ain't sticky.
Were there 5 eggs in there? I do not believe there was 5 eggs.
It was definitely 5.
Erica, is sort of like a tornado.
The crazy thing about it, like, I know all this stuff. I just gotta get out of my head and slow down. That's my problem. I move too fast and not paying attention to the steps.
How
It's
we
not
doing?
sticking.
Go get another egg.
I put the eggs in there.
Erica, this is a lot of steps. Like, what did you do?
That is French fries, a glazed corn. We got a taco with just a little bit of meat in there, just to tease you a little bit.
Is this a crispy or a soft taco?
It was a combination of both.
Okay. I feel like you could have done this before you got here. The ground beef itself is dry. The fries itself, they're not crispy, but I appreciate the drink and the extra effort.
Erica.
So I made a chicken stew with a side of a chicken breast and asparagus.
Okay, the choice of what you've made here is a little wacky. You know, chicken stew with a side of chicken. I mean, don't get me wrong, I like chicken, but it's a lot of chicken. Your soup, you taste it?
No.
It's underseasoned. So, chicken.
It's
Raw
fucking
chicken.
raw!
Okay?
And no
It's
chicken is
raw. You
and
can't eat
all
that.
we can do at this point is wait and see what Chef Ant's gonna yell about.
I'm perplexed.
Okay, is it about the salad being off the chicken? I think I can explain.
Uh-huh.
I didn't want to poison you, so I thought I would just separate them so you could at least try my salad.
No, I'm not trying anything on this plate if there is raw chicken on it. Yeah, I can see
Yeah.
that your chicken is not cooked. So, your salad looks a bit like...
I'm not freaking out. I'm not freaking out.
Right. I'm not freaking out.
Everyone's freaking out.
I feel good.
I am panicking because I don't know how to pop, lock, and drop this lid. It's like you're trying to
That's
light
not-
arrows,
that's not the
and you have to crack the code.
He is definitely not understanding match, turn. There's no matchy here.
It's a mystery. And I feel like match is up.
There we go.
Is my pot wrong? Like, because I'm not noticing the same thing. Do I have a faulty pot?
That's butter and sugar in that?
Yeah, first thing we have to do is cream our butter.
Let's get creamy.
Let's get creamy. Then we have to separate our egg yolk and
Nah.
egg whites. Way more difficult than you would think it would be. But me and the yolks are friends. At least you got out.
You got the white?
I got the white. A win is a win. Probably the most stressful thing I've experienced. I need another egg. I'm trying to get this home. I'm trying to pour it back in. What are you doing?
Not sure.
One more.
Apparently, separating eggs is the scariest thing you can do.
Oh, they're very serious about having no yolk in the egg white, so I'm terrified.
Let him break it.
Use a water bottle.
Not having to pop him through it.
Let the whites just fall down.
No.
I mean, the egg is a problem for everyone.
Got a little bit of yolk in there.
Ooh.
This isn't gonna beat up. So go get new eggs.
Get it all crazy.
Nah, man. Nah. Just no. Just no. No.
Oh, hi there. Welcome to Paul Timmerman's workshop. I'm Paul Timmerman. Today we're going to be finishing up the shelves on that white pine curio cabinet that we started last week. So, let's get at her. You know, White Pine is just a wonderful woman of the wood, a real fine country lady. So you're going to want to be sure to take your time and be gentle. I like to reinforce the joints with these 3/4-inch wood screws. Now I'm going to place a screw right on the tip of the drill like this here and position it on the side of the shelf like so. Now, when you're doing this, you want to keep the shelf real steady because once that screws in, it's in.
Bruh.
Okay, I think you get the idea. Let's go over and make us a top shelf. But first, I'm going to put on my safety goggles. I can't tell you how many letters I get from folks who've injured their eyes due to a nasty chip of wood or whatnot lying in there. Now, I got a 10-inch wide board, and I'm going to split it right down the middle. Here we go. All right, now you see why these goggles are so important, because you got to keep your eyes on the wood at all times. You can't be looking up here because I'll tell you what. Let's cut to a commercial. All right. On the tape. Oh, mercy. Hi, I'm Paul Timberman of Paul Timberman's Workshop. When I need a nail gun, I reach for a Nail-O-Matic. Nail-O-Matic's been in the nail gun business for over 40 years with a tradition of excellence and quality. They're fast, dependable, and always hit their mark. So remember, every nail's a bullseye.
Available at hardware stores everywhere. Ask for it by name.
For the purpose of time, I'm going to cheat a bit to show you the finished cure. Now, this is just great for showing off little knickknacks or touching family memento. And I'm sure you'll agree, this is the perfect piece for the living
I can
room.
see the wire with the blood.
Not only functional, but it's something beautiful to look at.
It's right there in the corner. I can still see it.
Fashion Country Cradle. Paul Timberman's Workshop is brought to you by Skyzer Permanente. Skyzer Permanente, because accidents happen.
That's funny.
Hi, I'm Kenny Rogers here. Do I love ice cream? That's why I decided to open up my own ice cream parlor, Kenny's Ice Cream Parlor. My ice cream is made with only the finest ingredients and comes in 57 delicious flavors, just like Mama Rogers used to do. Except the only difference is now we use a machine so Mama's arm doesn't get tired.
What the fuck?
How's your ice cream?
It's real good, Kenny.
All right, high five. Nothing cools down a hot summer day like ice cream. Banana splits, maltage, root beer floats. It has about a little root beer on there.
Sure, Kenny.
All right. Yeah, isn't it sweet? And if you're watching your weight, top 10 is frozen up. Good and good for you. Let me help you with that, darling. Bring your receipt. You can customize your sundae at our Endless Fixins bar. Hot fudge, caramel, wet walnuts. It makes every day a Sunday. Looks like somebody's got a sweet tooth. So if you love ice cream, and who doesn't, come on down to Kenny's Ice Cream Parlor. It's a cool treat for the whole family.
I'll never be okay watching a movie. I don't know what you said. I couldn't read it well. So I need to check it. So I'm probably gonna be semi AFK watching a movie. Just came out. I can't wait to see it. Alright, man. I don't know if I'm gonna stay for a long time, to be honest.
We decided that in El Chavito, we use only the freshest ingredients, including juicy, ruby red meats, luscious, right tomatoes, hot peppers, sucking spices to tantalize and arouse your taste buds. Every bite is teased, every succulent morsel.
Bro, what the fuck? What the fuck? What am I watching?
Once you start, you cannot stop. You must have it all.
Bro, what? No. Wait. What is this? What is this? Wait, that guy's taking a fucking broth. What the fuck? Yep, I'm done with this. I'm done with this. We're gonna go forward. Fuck it.
And one more under the pillow. Teeth, check. Pronouns, double check.
What's this say? My pronouns and me? Cool.
You okay, mister?
Totally planned that. Tooth in, book out. It's what I do.
You're weird.
Best job in the world. The trans tooth fairy.
Pretty sure this is our door.
Definitely not our door.
Hi, boys.
We forgot our keys.
Kill me.
We're sitting. We're definitely sitting.
Are they being nice or is this an ambush?
Only one way to find out.
This holiday, milk just got magical.
One sip. Promise. Come on! It's freaking delicious!
Femboy milk, coming soon.
In
Damn.
Trinidad, the whole neighborhood waits for one magical moment.
Hey, that's it.
Maybe it just needs to warm up this holiday.
Max thought he was just trying makeup,
Hey, Internet, it's Maya.
but the internet had other plans.
Bro, really? Do I look like a bro right now?
Now, everyone thinks he's the funniest woman online.
Maya, you ever gonna introduce us to your boyfriend?
Working on it?
And one more.
Some rhyme.
Fermi! Che succede, capo? Ragazzi, mi sa che oggi siamo nel culo.
Mamma, ho una cosa che pendola. Cos'è?
Amore mio, è la tua minchia.
La scoperta della minchia nei migliori cinema.
No.
Ora vedrai la sorpresa che ti ho fatto.
Già la sorpresa, la sento.
Brad, run your food. Is it 30? Doesn't matter what table it is. It's hot food. Read the ticket and run it. Why are you so angry all the time? Because I gotta work with a bunch of assholes every day.
Hey!
Not you. Well, not just you.
Oh, he means you, Brad.
Where's the cornichon? What? The cornichon on the burger. You always do one as a garnish. We're out. So what? Nobody eats it. I see him come back on the plates every time. It's for Tim. So? He's a creature of habit. Well, he's a creature, all right. I guarantee you don't give two shits about a cornichon. He probably don't even know what the hell a cornichon is.
I'm a cornichon.
Oh, yeah, right. And your cheeseburger with fries. Anything else I can bring you? Where the is my mini pickle? Uh-oh. The cornichon? Corny, what? Where's my mini pickle? Right, you know they always put a mini pickle on mine. Yes. It's what makes this place feel fancy. I go anywhere and get a cheeseburger. I come here for the mini pickle. And because we eat for free. Gift cards ain't free. We earn. I understand, and I'm sorry. The chef was out of cornichons. Well, you ought to tell people that when they order it. Gotta warn them. You're 100% right, and I'm very sorry. Honestly, nobody ever eats them anyways. Well, I don't eat them, but for a $25 burger, it better be on the plate. You're not trying to get another gift card, are you? Oh, that's low, Brad. You offering? You want more free food because your free food didn't have a garnish on it? Yes. Terry? No.
I think my rap name would be Lil Cornichon.
I like it. What, you rap now? Sure.
Oh, yeah, Lil Cornichon in the hizzy, yeah.
Brad,
Damn, brother,
There's
that's fun.
nothing wrong with me that a fucking hand grenade wouldn't fix.
We thought you were probably being sarcastic, but we didn't want to take the chance. Were you being sarcastic?
Wow, you got this thing really jammed in there, don't you?
Be careful with that.
Right, like you would give me a real hand grenade.
Carol, if we may.
Why would you give me a hand grenade?
You asked for it. Sorry if we got that wrong.
If I asked right now, would you give me another hand grenade?
Oh, sure.
Okay, what about a bazooka?
Yes.
A tank?
Does that say DHL?
An atom bomb.
Why would you want one?
It'd be okay to say no at this point. Yes or no?
Ultimately, yes.
Can I help you?
LAFD, man, we got a call about an overdose.
You must have the wrong address.
This is 4941 North Orchard Drive.
Yes?
Dispatcher said they got a call from the Ellen Sexton.
What? That's my mom.
Finally.
Mama, what's wrong? You called 911? Are you okay?
I'm dying, Julia. Cancer. Also, I may have taken something to speed up the dying process.
My God, Mama. Are you crazy?
Well, what did you take?
I'm not telling, and I'm not crazy. I still have all of my mental faculties, but not for long. Cancer's spreading. It's in my brain, baby. And I am not sticking around for that.
Look, Trisha's 80 over 40. She's in the danger zone.
It's like an opioid overdose. Bring the lobster.
That will be necessary.
Can I help you?
LAFD, man, we got a call about an overdose.
Previously, we covered the top of our CPU with synthetic rubber, but it sucked as thermal paste. So today we're covering the bottom of our CPU to see if rubber can protect all these fragile metal pins against the US Postal Service. And it looks like we're covering the entire thing in rubber. So yeah, no way this can go wrong, right?
2 hours later.
Okay, now with the rubber set, we can extract our CPU to see that while it didn't stick to the IHS, it did create a rubber shielding in between each of our pins. But now the question is this shielding enough to protect those pins during a shipment across town? And don't worry, I won't keep you waiting for a part 2. Let's fast forward.
3 days later.
With our shipment returning back to the studio, we can tear open the box to find our rubber-coated CPU. And so now it's time to extract that rubber, which honestly was a weird mix of satisfying and frightening all at the same time. But the fact it could be removed so cleanly was honestly really surprising. And the pins, honestly, not too bad. And after a few touch-ups, not only does our CPU still fit inside of the socket, and not only does this PC still spin to life, this thing even posts. The CPU still works. Confirming rubber is a great protector of pins, although very inconvenient. Should probably just
Looking to get a tattoo.
Oh, what are you looking to get? So I'm looking to get a black and gray realism snake.
That sounds sick.
But with UV ink on top.
That sounds sick.
Yeah, it does.
Terribly sick.
It does.
Yo, when we put a black light on this thing, how long do you think the UV ink will last?
Not long.
I mean, we're done. Let's test it. Prepare to have your mind blown. Hit the lights. Sick, right?
Yeah, whatever. Are we done?
Yo, what are you guys doing here? What the fuck? What?
You're disgusting.
Oh my god, MK. Having a slumber party was a really good idea. Truth or dare? Truth. Have you ever fallen asleep on a microphone while giving a graduation speech at FIT? Yes, obviously. Of course I have. Don't be silly. I'm an adult. Truth or dare? Dare. I dare you to prank call someone.
Mary Kate's office.
Hey, it's me. Can you get Elijah Wood on the phone?
Just a second.
Thank you. Elijah Wood's office.
I've got Mary Kate Olsen for Elijah Wood.
One moment. Elijah, you're on with Mary Kate.
Hello?
You suck. He had no idea it was me. What now? Let's play Marry Effin' Kill. Ooh, good idea. I would marry effin' kill Warren Buffett. He's really old, so it wouldn't be suspicious. The wedding would be off the hook. And as for effing... Ew. Mark Zuckerberg. Pillow fight. My pillow costs $5,000. My pillow costs $4,000. Ha! Euro! You win. And that's just the case. Ouch! Stop! I said you win. Oh, Ashtray. I'm so glad we're doing this. You know, sometimes during the day we seem pretty different. But tonight, under these overpriced double king-size sheets, we seem pretty much the same. Twins forever? I guess that's how twins works. Hello?
I have Elijah Wood for you.
Ah, yes. Put him on.
You suck.
What was that? Oh my god.
At my school, there's this one classroom where we have these cloths over the table. And on the first school day, everyone gets a box with art supplies because I go to an art school. And this box has a permanent marker. So basically, you give a bunch of art students a table with a cloth on it, a permanent marker, and teachers who are totally fine with people drawing on it. I think you know where this is going. So, the first thing I drew was this. Then I wrote...
Number 15, Burger King foot lettuce. The last thing you'd want in your Burger King burger is someone's foot fungus. Might be what you get. A 4chaner uploaded a photo anonymously to the site showcasing his feet in a plastic bin of...
And finally, I added a Yuri Yowie counter. Exactly a week later, I was back in the classroom, and I was so excited to see that Yuri had won. Wait a second. These tiny marks. I highly suspect all those tiny marks are from one person. And I do not play when it comes to Yuri and Yowie. So to settle this debate once and for all, let me know in the comments if you're...
Ciao piccolo cipollo, ciao ci vuol dire piccolo pollo.
Ok.
Quindi, questo cos'è?
Ciao, piccolo.
Brava, impari. E questo?
Ren, persona.
Brava. Quindi ciao Ren cosa vuol dire?
Bambino?
No,
Persona affetta da nanismo.
no, mi dopo a tempo.
E quindi cosa vuol
E questo cosa vuol dire?
Sci-ovest.
Allora, Tonsci cosa vuol dire?
Nord-ovest.
Sbagliato!
Sopra-sinistra.
Non azzecchi una!
Quindi cosa vuol dire?
Vuol dire cosa?
Ciao piccolo cipollo,
Chicken sandwich.
My perfect victim. Give me all your money!
Oh, I think he might be deaf.
I got this.
Take this! Rasengan!
What the fuck is up with those? The fuck?
Chicken sandwich.
My perfect victim.
My name's Courtney.
Chad.
Herm. Sometimes Herman or Hermie.
My name's Victor.
Janelle. I'm Alice.
Last name's Kid.
My name's Colin.
Kazakura was the name given to me on my planet. The ladies at the Nordstrom rack I worked at called me Dumpy. You may call me Ivan.
My name's Courtney.
What did you do? What did you do?
During surgery, we found cancer in a lymph node in your neck.
So you cut off my arm?
Cancer was already spreading. It had to be done.
I told you I didn't want this.
If we had waited until after the sale was over, you would have died.
That record. That was everything.
Wasn't everything. You have a life, a future.
You weren't supposed to do this. How could you?
Because we love you.
I hate you. I hate both of you.
Okay.
Someone's got their pouty face on.
I did things no doctor in their right mind would do.
Good.
I manipulated, lied, forged, stole.
I don't want to know the specifics. Might be called to testify.
I broke the rules because I believed I was right.
We're right.
Then why don't I feel good or satisfied? Instead, I just feel like throwing up.
Yeah, you're following me to ask how I break the rules and maintain my rosy demeanor.
I didn't do it to be happy. I just thought I would be.
You can't always get what you want.
I can't do it. I'm leaving.
What did you do? What did you...
Si stanno organizzando sul gruppo per smezzarsi.
You want a gummy bear?
Bigger.
Want a gummy bear?
Bigger.
Want a gummy? Why don't you just take it and get it over with? Max, there's no way you could be sleeping through Oleg and Sophie.
Does that actually work? It does, with a little help from this. Gimme.
I was hoping that'd be fruitier.
I mean, they're here, they're there, then they're here again. It's like we're a village under attack. Yep, just a matter of time till someone sends in a drone. And it's not just that moaning. I think I heard a big ball rolling around up there. If a ball is rolling around up there, Oleg should stop and see a doctor. Oh, this couldn't be any more intrusive.
Ah!
Sorry about that.
A bowling ball? And why do they need a bowling ball? Why don't you just take it?
Well, folks, it's about that time. I got tagged in this one today. It says, which one wins the fight? 100 Nomus or 100 Reanimates? See, for me, I'm Team Nomu all the way. Like, if we're judging these from the shows, the original Reanimen were really like that. These guys were able to at least deliver a sound ass whooping. Even though they really couldn't do lasting damage to Omni-Man, your average hero would struggle against something like this. The mass production of the Reanimen lowered their quality. You can definitely say that the Reanimen are far weaker than their predecessors. Even if that wasn't the case, the Reanimen's durability and strength is just inconsistent across the board as the show goes on. I mean, I mean, the Guardians can handle these things, and most of these guys are street tiers. It wasn't like these things were trying to hold back. They were literally trying to murk Mark. Meanwhile, high-end Nomu have ridiculous regeneration, come in all shapes and forms and have different powers. Sure, there are Viltrumite Mark variants of the Reanimate. Remember, those Marks aren't as strong as our Invincible. Again, they were taken out by street tiers. There's no Reanimate in existence that could take on a high-end like Hood. One Nomu was worth 100 Reanimate. Imagine if the first Nomu bred to fight All Might was still around. His power was shock absorption. They can't do anything to this. This one Nomu solos that army, so yeah, I picked them.
Aquaman is often underestimated among DC's heroes, but he's one of the Justice League's most powerful members. With immense strength and speed, he can lift buildings, throw submarines, and has even pushed an entire oceanic plate to seal off the trench. He has held his own against powerhouses like Superman and Martian Manhunter. His indestructible trident is a weapon of immense power, capable of piercing...
Hey, Discord, someone's harassing me, and you have like a ton of scammers. You gonna do anything about this? Well, we are well aware, but we've decided, you know... So why can't you get rid of any of their accounts? Look, I'll be honest, man. Under the hood, this stuff's pretty complicated. We don't really remember...
Been in here for 2 hours. I might be